As you know, I was out last week and I didn't really have much time to prepare anything. So there is not much on my plate that I would like to bring up here. But I see that we have 2 entries. I don't know from who they are, but it says reviews take a long time sometimes. Is it worth to use a special label like urgent for them?
Yes, this is me.
All
Okay,
right.
I have put that, okay, more or less because, well, I was thinking not in all the pull requests, okay, but sometimes there are things that, well, probably I think that they are going to help the project, okay. We are a good example with 2 of the Paul Kastner pull requests, okay. The last 2 about the improvements in LS and about the Ceph EDM daemon, well, the seat of the Ceph EDM daemon. I think that in both cases are important, okay? And, well, the first one was opened almost 28 days ago, okay, and the other one is 21 days or something like that, okay? Well, if there is modifications and we need to do modifications because people is suggesting things, it's okay, okay. And if we need to add more unit tests or any kind of thing to improve the code, it's perfectly possible that a pull request can take 1 month, even 1 month, okay. But the thing is that, well, probably we are spending, I think, too much time in this kind of things, okay? And taking into account that in this case, I think that the improvement in these 2 pull requests, the improvement and the benefit that we are going to obtain, I think that is big, okay? Even well, if we if we apply the same level of quality to the rest of the code, probably CFADM, I think that this moment it couldn't be what we have in this moment. Okay, so I think that we should see a balance between code quality, the things that we want to have, and what is the current state and what is the benefit of the pull request, okay? So I think that this is important, and probably in this case, with this 2 pull requests, I think that we are well, expecting too much things from the code, and the benefit that we have with the code in this state is enough big for taking this merge. Okay, this is one of the things that I wanted to comment. Okay, that well, it's just my opinion, but I think that in any case, maybe something like a label like urgent or something like that would reflect that we want to have something reviewed and merge it as soon as possible.
Well, I think one of the conversations we had internal, and I don't think you represented it potentially, is the fact that there has been some downstream needs. There have been some issues with our downstream where we needed a fix, and we needed to get a and again, one of those went for a month. I don't even know if we still have it in. I don't even know the number. I don't know the PR, but overall, I think that's the type of thing that we had to go out with a downstream product with something that we knew was broken. We never got the fix. As a result, I mean, that I think is even more important, I think, than some of the things that Juan Mi is maybe you're talking about now. But again, just my opinion, I think those are the ones that are really urgent to me. And sometimes, if we how do you tell if you're looking and reviewing which one you want to look at first? I mean, and if it were something we marked as urgent, then basically there's probably a good reason for it. And and I think that's what part of the conversation I took away. But
right. So I mean, for the 2 pull requests that you just mentioned, Juan Mi, that's basically, I think that's just my fault. I was out for a week, and before that I was actively looking into it, and so they just became a bit stale. But for bug fixes and in general, I mean, judging on when to review something, there is basically just a golden rule: just review everything at once, right? So as soon as you can, and usually bug fixes are they're not pending for a long time. So I think we have that under control pretty good. Yeah, I mean, for features and bigger improvements, those pull requests, they tend to be they need more time, you know. And I think this has been the case over the Ceph project. That is, yeah. I mean, we certainly need a way to speed things up, but I mean, if you add a label that says urgent, then you know everybody will use that label saying urgent. I mean, right? So it will become used in a kind of inflating way.
He'll be abused.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so maybe
I
it's
think,
something
yeah,
that we should discuss well in the stand-ups, okay? Is to see that
I
this
think
is
so too, yeah.
urgent, okay? And we need to have this, and well, maybe to comment more about that and avoid to have something too much time doing a review, okay?
Definitely.
Because
I mean,
in
we
this
have
case,
with daily stand-ups, and if something is really
yeah.
really urgent, then we can bring it up. And also, I mean, especially with the case with Paul, we need to make some kind of asynchronous conversation happening, because you know he's in New Zealand time zone, and that makes it really hard to speak.
Well,
So
in
we
any
should
case,
probably
well, we can use the pull request, okay, but in any
right.
case, well, I can communicate with him at the end of the day of the beginning of the day, okay. So there are 2 points that when Paul and myself we can meet, okay. So if there is something urgent apart of, or do you want to comment something, I can I can be the bridge, okay?
Okay.
In order to avoid the difference in time, okay?
Yeah.
Apart
I
of
would
that,
suggest to use you know, written
yes.
yeah, written language. Just comment
Completely
everything on
agree.
GitHub, and that way we just don't lose information on the way. And you
Yeah.
are not you don't have the burden to, you know, being the messenger or being the relay.
Completely agree. Okay, but in this two pull requests, I think that we are trying to go to go too much in detail and to have a quality that probably we do not have in the rest of the project. Okay, and for in this case with this two pull requests, I think that the benefit that we are going to have is higher than trying to have everything correct with lot of unit tests, lot of tautology tests. Okay, I think that probably we are going to win more things than to lose if we go ahead with this to pull request. Even taking it into account that probably we will need a big refactor of the things. Okay, but this is another story. Okay, so just commenting this thing. And the second point that I wanted to comment is is just to I think that probably from our part, I am talking from probably from Red Hat people in this moment. Okay, Adam, Daniel, and myself. Okay, we need to do more reviews. Okay. Well, usually we are not. I think that we can improve in this area. We have a lot of room to improve in this area. Okay, so the first thing to say is that we need to improve doing pull requests and usually take a look every day to these kind of things. Okay. And apart of that, just to offer help, okay? Because, what I have seen until this moment is that Sebastian was launching tautology tests, analyzing what is happening in each of the pull requests. And what I think that is going to happen is that Joshua, you are the one that are going to have this role in this moment. So you are going to do this kind of things. So the first thing is, anything that we can help in order to make lighter and to make easy this task, we will be happy to contribute. Okay. Another
Right,
thing
right.
is
Yeah.
that what happened this last week. Okay. Fortunately, you are you are here now. Okay, and nothing severe has happened. Okay, but I think that, I don't know, but I think that it's only Sebastian and you and Sage, the only person that can merge code. Okay, so in any case, I think that at least two persons should be able to do all the review process, to launch the tautology test, to ask for more revisions, and to merge the code in every moment. Okay, to avoid, for example, it's just 1 week on, and there is, I think that it's not important. Okay, but maybe we should try to reach this level of possibilities, okay, to avoid block the work, okay, and block the merge of pull requests.
Yeah, I mean, agree, and I appreciate the help. So you could definitely start doing that thing, because I think you should have access, or at least you can request access to the CPR lab, which we are using to initiate and run the tests.
Yeah.
So that should be the first step. And then the second step would be learning how to analyze those tests. And definitely every of us is capable of analyzing them, opening trackers, and so
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
So if you're
Okay.
interested in this, I can
sure.
probably give you a link, or at least forward you a mail that I got when I got my access to the CPL lab, if you don't have it already.
No,
Yeah.
I don't have that. Okay, so it would be interesting, but not only for me. Okay, I think that even it's something that I think that we can improve heavily. Okay, because it's something that I think that is just the thing that is completely perfect for doing something like a workshop. Okay, upstream workshop. So let's go to see how. We are executing the test in the Ceph lab, how we are using tautology, how we can deal with the logs, how we can improve the process to for example, to raise a tracker, okay? These kind of things, but not only for me, for everybody, okay? And obviously, not everybody should have this access, okay? We can restrict the access to the Ceph lab to certain persons or certain people, okay? But should be something that it could be open to everybody, okay? I think that probably the information is all in upstream, okay? Completely open, okay? So, but the problem is that, it seems that it's something that is not related directly with you, so for me it's more comfortable to forget about the tautology test, but that is not correct, okay? So I think that we should try to improve and to do an effort in formation, in education for all the people in order to show how we are testing the things in the Ceph lab and what is the process that we are following.
Yep, sounds good. I mean, the information about how to run tests and how to debug them is
It's there. It's open. Okay.
Well, I don't think. I mean, it's open if it would be there, right? It's not really well documented, and most of the time you just get a mail saying, run this, run this, run this.
Okay, so
but this is something we definitely have to improve on, and I will put it on my list, and maybe I will just assemble a document that instructs whoever wants to do this on how to do it.
okay. You know how is done all the process, Joshua?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So maybe I can help you, okay, if you want. If you send me links, we can prepare something and trying to do a upstream workshop is what I am proposing in order to show everybody how this work is done, what are the steps, what are the process, and how we can easily understand everything in this process. For me, it's something that is weird. Okay, it's like a little bit hidden. Okay, so I think that it could be very good for everybody to have this information and to have a good documentation about that. Okay, so I can help. Okay, just tell me if I can test something or follow a document, and I will try to start or to do a summary or a script, something like in order to to create a workshop for this thing.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, perfect. So I think that.
All right. I don't see anything on the agenda. Is there anything that needs to be discussed? Is everybody good? Very good. All right. So then I will follow up on the document, how to do the testing and how the CI works. I will probably have this by next week, so I will just present it in this meeting.
Josh, Josh, was that the sepia document you're talking about?
Yeah, it's the sepia lab where you run pathology tests.
Yeah, there might actually already be documentation in the developer guide that pretty much works. I followed something about a month ago when Josh Durgan set up access to the sepia lab for me. So if you look in the developer guide, it might already be there.
Yeah, I mean, as mentioned, there is definitely information somewhere, but it's scattered around, and it's definitely not in a location where it should be and where it belongs. And it's almost certainly not complete.
Yeah, in that case, would you include me in that? Because that is something that I have on the list of stuff to do. I'm sorry for just horning into it, but it dovetails exactly with the rewrite of the developer guide, which I'm planning on doing in October.
Perfect. Yeah, I can do that.
All right, thanks.
All right, then. Then thanks for your time, and talk to you soon. Bye, guys.
Okay. Thank you, Joshua. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.